Well, hello guys, Martin aka Dolan here. As the second week of September approached, it was time to set an end to the 2022 LEC summer season and crown our champion. G2 was patiently waiting in the final while Fnatic and Rogue faced each other for a chance to become title contenders. The black and orange players were coming in hot after winning all their matches in the playoffs. Analysts gave the edge to Fnatic as Rogue couldn't show their full potential against G2, losing the series 0-3 last week. Game 1 did not offer any surprising picks. Huli was put on Yuumi duty to support upset Zeri and humanoid Silas. Rogue opted for the aggressive Lucian Nami bot paired with Ahri mid, Vi jungle, and Aatrox top. Rogue found first blood on top after a nice gank from Morlang, but Humanoid responded with a solo kill on Warson. Shortly after, Fnatic's mid-jungle duo punished Rogue after the latter tried to kill Razork in a mid-lane skirmish. From there, Humanoid was unleashed. Fnatic's mid laner went absolutely ham, being its team's main damage dealer and the factor which twisted the game in Fnatic's favor. Through well-played teamfights, Fnatic gained a 3 dragon and 6k gold lead. Around the 22nd minute, Rogue tried to push an overextension by Fnatic's top mid duo, but, well, this was the result. After securing the Baron, Fnatic killed 4 members of Rogue to take their Nexus in 27.5 minutes.
Fascinating with the help of Humanoid now. Rogue running for the hills, but there's nowhere for them to go. Upset will chase them.
Lots of stats, of course, before they kill the Nexus, but Fnatic will close this one out just under 28 minutes.
Fnatic opened Game 2 by taking first blood on bot after a nice gank from Razork on Poppy. However, the black and orange players overstepped several times, which allowed Rogue to punish those mistakes. While Fnatic were active on the map, Rogue managed to avoid the bullets and even wounded their enemies, taking down several towers. While the game became a bit closer after Fnatic found an opening onto comp, Upset decided to flash into the enemy team and, well, he got killed. From there, Rogue killed the entirety of Fnatic and equalized the scoreline.
Carry and Wonder will fall as well. Dies in the end. Rogue take the ace. And Malmö, we have a series on our hands.
In Game 3, Trimby surprised all of us as we did not see that the famous League of Legends ambulance, also known as Soraka, was coming. Odoamne made the first act as he solo killed Wonder at top and did it with style, only 7 minutes into the game and under Fnatic's top tower. Fnatic once again had the control over the early dragons, but some questionable plays made us think, well, the caster said it best.
Equinox was just a little bit short from the wall. Trimby low, up towards the side as well as Hillisack steps forward, looking for more. Wild growth on Hillisack, the flash forward, but Hillisack, what on earth was that?
What? Did Hilly just...
Fnatic didn't manage to secure Drake 3, but found several kills onto Rogue members, including Morlang. This allowed the black and orange players to secure the Baron, but only 2 out of the 5 players survived as Rogue came back and forced a teamfight. In typical Rogue fashion, the ninjas slowed the game and maintained their control over the map. They secured the Baron, 3 Ocean Drakes, and sent Fnatic directly to the hospital. But you can't blame them. This killing was just too much to handle. In Game 4, both teams stick to what they know, opting for a front-to-back teamfight compositions. Fnatic once again made the first play as the players tried to execute an early bot dive, which did not go well. Rogue's bot laners traded their lives for 3 kills and a herald. While Rogue seemed on top of their game, Fnatic's weaknesses appeared in the worst moment. The team looked disjointed and lacked significant coordination and proper communication. The black and orange players tried, but it was far from enough. Through their superior team fighting, the Ninjas created a huge gap. After securing the Baron, all Rogue needed was one more teamfight to send them into a rematch against G2 for the LEC title.
Forward, Low Compton has the GA to come back to life here, even though his pullback comp will resurrect.
That's it.
And Rogue's hopes resurrected alongside him. Upset trying to get away from this one, puts the electro shot rate laser out, but he just can't do enough. Battle's already dead. Wonder down to half. Malmö dashing E. Odo in the midst of the wall as well as Wonder will fall. Larson takes him. The Nexus now is the target. And Rogue, revived after losing to G2, were not willing to give up their prize. They will battle G2 in the final.
After Rogue overcame Fnatic in a 3-1 fashion, it was time to crown our LEC champion. G2 was awaiting the Ninjas for an epic clash between our most titled team and a contender who came so close, but yet remained so far from the crown. Although Amne was looking for his first title after playing 478 professional games and losing 2 finals. The situation was not looking promising for Rogue as they were 3-0 by G2 in round 2 of the playoffs. Game 1 saw some surprises as G2 finally had their hands over Draven Renata, while Rogue had prepared Kalista Soraka as a response. The game started well for Rogue, who found first blood on top. The team continued to scale its advantage, securing neutral objectives on the map. Kalista Soraka turned out to be a fantastic duo, as Rogue found 3-man knockups after Trimby's nice usage of the Fate's Call. After acing G2, the Ninjas calmly secured the Baron, and later the Dragon Soul. Comp decided to finish the game hot, as he aced G2 and took his 3rd pentakill of the season.
Right there. Damage continues to come out, but Rogue then committed. Oh, the flash from Jankos!
Jankos now on the way out, trying to get over the baseball, but he just gets taken down. Hostile takeover, not nearly hostile enough. Malrang now moving into cap, zoning away completely, and it's Comp to take over the fight. Comp to kill every single remaining member of G2 Esports. It is a triple for the Kalista. It is Malrang finding Cap on the side, make it a quadra, baby. Rogue are not here to be shut down. They do not care about favorites in game 1. But Rogue are here to
coming down! They want to give him the penta!
Comp. It's the finals, and baby, we're in Sweden. Give it to Comp. It's a pentakill. It's game 1.
In Game 2, both teams kept surprising us with interesting picks. Comp seemed confident in his abilities and opted for Caitlyn. Trimby followed his example as he unbenched our favorite Kench to pair it with Piltover's finest. On the opposite side, Caps went for Freyr's Queen Lissandra, while Targamas opted for Karma as support. G2 and Rogue went toe-to-toe, going even in every fight, trading kills and objectives. However, around the 26th minute, G2 got nearly aced after losing a fight in the bottom river. This allowed Rogue to secure Drake number 3 and the first Baron. From there, Rogue started to accelerate the game and found their way into G2's base. The well-played siege allowed for the Ninjas to pick up the Baron number 2, but the game was not done. While G2 was on the edge, the Warriors found their gap and nearly killed all of Rogue's members. G2 marched into Rogue's base, and it was up to Comp and Marlang to save the game. Facing a potential loss, Rogue's duo managed to not only kill G2's minion wave, but also avoid dying, which left them in the game. This saving moment gave wings to Rogue, which after several fights around the map, secured Baron 3, and finally, they shut down G2.
The meat, the GA still used. Maybe they can turn this flank in. Malrang doesn't have any purchase. There's no follow-up onto the back line.
After this win, Rogue was one game away from finally putting their names on the trophy, while Caps was facing a first ever LEC final loss.
Tested free firing under the back line of G2 Esports. And here in Malmö, for the second time today, we will watch the underdogs take a game of the reigning champions as Rogue move to match
Game 3 was not much different from the previous two. G2 opted for Fiora and Soraka, in a way copying Rogue's homework from the previous games. However, this left open Warson's most favorite pick, the Azir. Led by the Emperor Shurima, Rogue was simply unstoppable. Marlang was all around the map, finding gaps in G2's play and securing numerous kills for his team. Rogue ran over G2 in every fight and showed why they deserve to be Europe's first seed going into Worlds. In less than 30 minutes, Rogue killed G2's Nexus and crowned themselves as the LEC champions. This was the first title in the history of the team, which finished in the top 3 4 consecutive times in the last 2 years. Remember that just several seasons ago, Rogue finished on the last spot in the LEC. As Worlds is just around the corner, it remains for us to see how our 4 contenders will perform on the biggest stage. Tune in on September 29th for the opening day of the 2022's Worlds play-ins. This was Martin, aka Dolan, and I'm out.